First, we saw that the Sri Lankan team traveled to Pakistan, and after that, what happened with them is about the minorities in Pakistan, how they've been treated, how the Hindus getting to the conversion.
We are still months away from the start of the much-awaited Champions Trophy, and there is much speculation over will the Indian team travel to Pakistan for the marquee event. In this session on Republic World, we have with us former Pakistan cricketer Danish Kaneria joining us. Welcome to Republic World, Danish.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
So Danish, without wasting any time, let's get started. As you see, you made a comment recently, Danish, where you asked the Indian team not to travel to Pakistan. Any specific reason for that? Would you like to, just elaborate on why you said that?
Because I said that there's a reason behind it. If you see the current situation of Pakistan, okay, there is a security concern. The most important thing which is about the minorities in Pakistan, how they've been treated, how the Hindus getting to the conversion, all that stuff, keeping in all that stuff in mind. I know cricket is a separate thing. When everything comes together, there is a question mark, right? If the situation is nice and good over there, security concern is not there. You see, sometimes there are some problems going on here and there over there. So it's very hard risk of Indian team going to Pakistan. It's a very hard risk. First, we saw that the Sri Lankan team traveled to Pakistan, and after that, what happened with them, and the international cricket of Pakistan went away. So, thinking about that, the situation of Pakistan right now, and the concerns which the Indian team have over in Pakistan, traveling to Pakistan, there is a concern. So it's not a great taking a great risk and traveling to Pakistan. That's my only concern. I think throughout the time, things will get better. They need to look into the matter very well, and then decide what to do further on. They have to have a good the delegation from Pakistan, have a good friendship with the Indian BCCI, and starts from there. I think this ICC Champions Trophy will be a hybrid model.
So, Danish, the thing is that what I understand is there are a lot of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma fans in Pakistan. Probably more than what they are in India. You never know. Because Pakistani fans, they want to see Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Don't you feel it's going to be a little unfair on the fans of Pakistan? Or do you think it's absolutely correct if the Indian team does not travel to Pakistan?
No, it's unfair for the fans. I see there are a lot of fans. In Pakistan, they are fans of Virat and Rohit are more than of Babar Azam even, right? They have the fan following because the stature of the players, both of them are the world-class players. I know from the fans' point of view, but you look at the situation about how the things works. Will the BCCI will take the permission and they will give the permission, the government? Then Pakistan, there is a thing which is going on. All this stuff, we have to put in everything into the mind and take a decision on that way. I think right now it's not that a great situation to traveling to Pakistan. I think there should be another option for the ICC Champions Trophy.
You're right, Danish. Danish, you see, Jai Shah has recently become the ICC chairman, right? And there were reports which suggested that Mohsin Naqvi actually voted for Jai Shah to become the ICC chairman, hoping that Jai Shah would allow the Indian team to travel to Pakistan. How do you see the entire matter playing up over here? Danish.
Yeah, you are right.
Do you think Jai Shah becoming ICC president is favorable for Pakistan PCB?
See, some reports were saying also that there were 16 members. Out of 16, 15 voted for Jai Shah as the chairman. And one country didn't vote it for him, right? Which was, I think, so Pakistan didn't vote it.
But there are claims that Pakistan voted for, Jai Shah becoming the chairman, you see?
That reality needs to come out from that what is actually happened. First, we don't know the reality. How can we speak on that? Whether did the PCB voted for Jai Shah or PCB didn't vote it for
So you
Jai
think
Shah.
PCB chairman Mohsin Naqvi is lying?
Okay. If PCB has voted for Jai Shah, that is a very good gesture and they should welcome it. What is your
hunch? Danish, what is your hunch? Did Mohsin Naqvi vote for Jai Shah or not?
See, there are two different types of reports. The first thing which you told me that Mohsin Naqvi has voted for Jai Shah. But what I learned from the social media and all the things which was coming up, it said that out of 16 country member, 15 country member voted and the one country didn't vote it. So it is not the clarity, right? The clarity is not there. I don't know. How can I say when I don't know something
You
which is
think
not
it's
clear
not very
in the mind?
transparent right now?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So in my opinion, I give you the answer for the both of them.
You think
If,
this has been a
Muslim-
problem with PCB? They are not transparent, and that has actually led
that's
to
the-
the downfall of
that's the
Pakistan cricket.
problem.
Because at one point of time, Pakistan were one of the Asian super giants in terms of cricket, but now they are even losing to Bangladesh. They have been whitewashed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. First, complete to my answer on the voting system which you asked me earlier, right? Is that if Mohsin Naqvi voted for Jesha, wonderful job, good gesture. Because on the past we saw few chairmen which came on, they have a very hard talk on the India time, on the Indian, on the BCCI work, how they do it. But then you have to show some good gesture, taking your ego out of the box, take your ego out of the box, have a good relation, have a good talk with them, you vote for them. Because Jesha has been done extremely great work with the BCCI administration, the way he has brought the cricket up, he had the great players, how he treated the great players, then putting the money into the domestic cricket, putting everything everywhere. So he has done a fantastic job for BCCI and for the cricket and for the other sports as well. He supported too much. Now coming to the debacle which Bangladesh came to Pakistan, and Bangladesh just thrashed Pakistan in both the test match. First reason, Bangladesh were good in all the department, batting, bowling, fielding, strategy-wise, playing 11-wise.
You think Pakistan took them a little too lightly, not playing a spinner at Rawalpindi in the first test?
But which spinner they have? They have not have a quality spinner. You need a spinner to spin the ball to take 10 wickets in a game. You need a bowler like that. You need a bowler who takes 16, 17 wickets in a game of 2 innings, right? They don't have that class quality bowler who takes wickets like that. You don't have a pacer who bowls like 140, 150 plus, right? If you don't have this quality of things, how can you think that you can perform in a test match? Test match is all about mental fitness, your talent, whatever you have done, hard work in domestic, that comes into the play. Test match is not T20 cricket. What's the problem is going on with the Pakistani players is that they're thinking, and the Pakistan board is also thinking too much on PSL, relying on white ball cricket. That's the whole code that the Pakistan cricket test match is going at the dilemma, is going down. They need to think what we should do to get our test cricket better and better. So they have options. See, yesterday I have my YouTube channel. I said it on the YouTube. I say to you again once now. The option they need to get into it, if they take it, it's okay. Don't take it, I don't mind, right? It's the best thing to cut down the salary of T20 games, of the match fees, and hire the test cricket fees and hire the domestic cricket fees. Because it's very important, if you give respect to your domestic players who've been performing continuously, top 5 batsmen, top 5 bowlers, they need to get into the team. If somebody like even Babar Azam or Rizwan or Shan Masood, Sam Ayub, Saud Shakil, if they don't perform, you go back to domestic cricket, play over there, get yourself ready for the test cricket. Nothing is taken for granted, but the problem is that friendship, grouping and all this thing has brought the Pakistan cricket team downfall.
I would like to draw your attention back to PCB because I'm not done there. You think Mohsin Naqvi is the right person at the helm of affairs in Pakistan cricket? Or can you suggest a name?
See, you know how the Pakistan Cricket Board works, right? How the thing.
You know it better, Danish. Would you like to explain?
It changes day by day. So far, there was Zaka Ashraf, other guys came in, so many people came in. They have that different people comes to that seat. But the changes, what they do, whoever have taken out the past chairman, taken out the coaches or the players, they bring that players and coaches again. So there is no change, there is no vision. See, anyone should come. See, administration point working, anyone should come. It should not be a cricketer. A good administration who works pretty good in administration should come. Mohsin Naqvi, okay, he's there. Give him some time to think. He's saying that he will want to do work and he wants to help the cricket and he wants to make better Pakistan team. Let's give him some time. What's his plan and vision?
How much time? It's been a very long time that Pakistan, they have not done really. They are losing to Bangladesh, Danish.
But what in this case, losing to Bangladesh, losing
I think
to
there is a
Australia,
problem with the system,
losing
and you
losing
can
to
highlight
US,
that.
what? No, no, no. See, you need to think that way. That losing to a country in a game, he is the chairman. He's not over there. He has done
No,
the
no,
appointment.
Danish, I'm talking
No, no.
about the system. The system, the
I'm
domestic
coming to you,
system,
I'm
the
coming to you,
structure.
The structure, the system is not been great for Pakistan for so many years. But
Why is that?
Pakistan has
Why is that
solid-
the case? Too much corruption?
See, the case is that if you put too many captains in a dressing room, then there will be problem, right? And there should be.
No,
in
this
the
you are
past, we
talking
had
about
a-
the national team, Danish. I'm talking about the
national team.
domestic structure. What is the problem? Is it corruption, the moot problem?
The problem in domestic is nobody's taking seriousness in domestic cricket. That's the problem. The seriousness. How does the seriousness comes in the Ranji Trophy, Mushtaq Ali Trophy? How this player work day in, day out, the coaches watch into it. The problem is that foreign coach which you bring in for the only for the international game. There is no foreign coach going to the domestic cricket, watching every youngster, watching their performances, watching their talent. The selectors when come up to the selection committee and they put the name, the foreign coach doesn't know who are the players, only they see the stats. That doesn't work. In our time, we had a wonderful chairman, wonderful coach. We had a Bob Boomer, right? He stayed there for 3 years. But he used to live in Pakistan. He used to do coaching for the international team. But he used to travel all around Pakistan to watch the youngsters, to watch the talent. So that makes it really different. No one can sit outside and see, okay, this player has done this much runs. You never know. Some player must have done a fantastic 100, but the opposition must be very weak. The bowling must be weak. Some guy must have done a 50, brilliant 50, but the track will be difficult and the bowling attack should be more aggressive and more powerful. So that's the difference. You have to take it out of the equation. It's not about the stats and how you perform, which comes on the paper. It's about how the player is playing. Does he have the international capability? Does he know how to play it? There are so many players, right? But you have to see the opposition. You see the bowler he's taking a 5 or a 10 wicket haul against which side? If the batting side is weak or not weak. If a batting side is strong and good, solid, he takes it. He has a good economy. Good. That's it. That's consistent performance. Who is looking into that? No one. Only PSL comes into the play. Now what is happening? Players are coming in PSL. In PSL, what is happening? Same people are performing every year in PSL. In PSL, the players, foreign players who have been neglected by the other franchises, other thing, they come and play. Retired player mostly comes and plays in PSL. There is nothing new. What's the difference of IPL? Is a huge commodity. If a foreign player like Steven Smith or anyone doesn't perform, they are out of that franchise team. And every time we see young Indian players coming onto the picture. Why? Because they are coming from domestic, working hard throughout the year, playing domestic, Mushtaq Ali Trophy, Ranji Trophy, working hard on their skills. And that skills comes on the bigger picture of IPL. That's why we see every time quality players coming into the ranks.
Danish, I know for a fact that you're very popular on social space. And also, I'm sure you've been tracking the recent games, Bangladesh versus Pakistan and all of that. So I'm sure you've seen that what transpired between Shan Masood and Shaheen Afridi. I'm sure you know about that. I mean, this happens in gully cricket, Danish. What do you have to say about that? There was a scuffle that apparently happened. What is your take on that? Is this something very common inside the Pakistan dressing room? From your times, you can talk about your times, maybe share an anecdote. And also talk about the times now, whatever has happened between Shan Masood and Shaheen Afridi. Danish.
Okay. Who created this problem? Who is responsible for that problem? That's a system. Because the system says, without you, team is incomplete. System says you are a world fastest bowler. And without you, we cannot win the games. Who put it in the mind of that cricketer?
So it's ego. Right. You're saying Shaheen Afridi has a big blown ego over here that's creating all the mess and problems.
No. See, listen first. That thing came into the mind. He had that ego thing. They made him a captain, then set him out as a captain. They bring Shan Masood, who was who was not consistent performing, but he was doing so well, and they made him a captain, right? Now the other thing, why this scuffle happened? Because this scuffle happened when you are not a world-class player, when you are not a star player. Nowadays in the Pakistan team, there is not even a star player.
No, you
Take
have a
it out,
Babar
world-class
Azam, right?
player.
He's no more a star. Danish.
We know Mari is star right now. If you see star player, what is a star player? Star player is who takes the responsibility
Babar
on their
Azam
shoulders
was among
and
the
win
top
game.
four. I mean, he was
For
considered
last 30,
in
40
the Fab
Babar has
Four.
not made. See, Babar
He's
has
no more
not
a
made
star.
those 30.
Babar Azam.
Sorry?
Babar Azam is no more a star because he was considered to be the part of the Fab Four, which features Joe Root, Kane Williamson, and then you have Virat Kohli.
But
And
where
so-
is the performance? Why? Where is y'all just making a mind that is star player. Star players for me is like Virat Kohli, Brian Lara, Inzamamul Haq, Yunus Khan, Yusuf, you say the great Ricky Ponting, everyone. Sorry, Vivin Richards, they are the greats. They are the legend, like players you can say star players. Shoaib Akhtar. Okay, he has turned it around so many times. What I'm trying to say, once you become a leader needs to be a star player, like top performer, who with the troops which he has in his rank, right? They should see him like a great player. Like when we used to see Inzamam was the captain, we used to respect him a lot, and then we started performing and we make the same place over there, right? So that is the thing, you have to make it. If you want to be a leader, if you have too many players, if you think they are big players in the dressing room, then you have to be a more bigger player than them to gain that respect.
Because what I understand is, Danish, there are factions inside the team itself. There is a Shaheen Afridi lobby, there is a Babar Azam lobby, and apparently there is also a Rizwan lobby. What is your take on this? I'm sure you have
Yes,
also
you
heard
are
these
right.
things.
You are right. There is a lobby. There is lobby working around. Shaheen has another group. Rizwan has another group. Babar has a different group.
Okay, so
everything.
there are
But
three factions, there are three lobbies.
But this thing needs to be controlled by the system. This thing needs to be controlled by the chairman. This thing needs to be controlled by the selection committee. This thing needs to be controlled by the coach. You have to have strict decision. You have to make decision. Okay, you all have the groups. Go out, play domestic. We will play youngsters. We are losing with you all. We will lose with them. We don't mind. But they need to put a statement that nothing is for granted. If you are doing this, our country is losing. Our country is having a bad name. We've been the top team throughout the years past. Now what is happening? So you have to make some decision which is very strong and a statement. And you have to be very, I think, passionate about making decision and stand with that decision. Because nobody stands with that decision. Who have taken the responsibility of losing the test series? Did anyone came up and said, okay, I made the strategy, I made this game plan, we lost it, I take it. Nobody comes in. Nobody wants to take the blame game. Or everybody is putting the finger on other people. But when you are at a high over there, like a coach or a selector or a chairman, did anyone ask selection committee, you selected this squad, but where are the quality spinners? Where are the bowlers who wins the test matches for you? Where are they? Did they ask? No one asked. Only they asked. What's the media asked? India will come to Pakistan for ICC Champions Trophy. Only that's the question. Every day, day in, day out. That's the only question. But
why is
the
Pakistan so desperate to have India play in their soil? Danish.
Yeah, because
let's ask some direct questions here.
So many reasons: sponsorship, the gate money, and everything comes in, right? But that's not the issue. First, fix your issue. First, fix your team. But that's not the issue. That is secondary part. Let the administration part play that role. But the selection committee, coaches, and the captain should answer to this. What happened? You all cannot bat properly at your home ground when from your childhood you all been playing domestic cricket over here on Rawalpindi track. How can you all not able to play in your home condition? How can a team from outside Pakistan comes and thrashes us and bat it superbly? You were 26, you got them 26 for 6. Then what happened that your bowlers didn't have energy, power, skill, mental strength to get a 1 wicket and finish it off and wrap it up and win the match and draw the series? No one asks about that. That's the main reality. That's why our cricket is going down. They need to answer by 26 for 6. Last wicket, last pair. After that, you see none of them can bat. So this pair, how cannot you are able to get the wicket? Because the selection committee is scared. Okay, what we will say? Where are the spinners? You tell me now. This is a mystery spinner. Mystery spinner. What is the meaning? If you ask
Forget
them,
about mystery spinner. They don't have one proper spinner, Danish. And think of your time. Think of your era. There was a Saklan Mushtaq who bowled the Dusra. You had a Mushtaq Ahmed. You were there. And Pakistan always had good spinners as well as pacers.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that they say mystery. Mystery means the bowler who misses the batsman, that batsman doesn't know which way ball is turning. But the ball was turning outside the ground from the batsman of Bangladesh. That was a mystery that he was bowling. But nobody, because they don't bowl 20. Spinners need to bowl in domestic 30 to 25 overs. Fast bowlers need to bowl 50 to 20 overs in domestic to get that power, that skills and everything. But no, everything is taken for granted. That's why the downfall of Pakistan cricket has gone through. Making captains, changing captain, that will not work. You stick to your captain, stick with him. Okay, I have made him the captain for 1 year. I will ask him to give me answer after 1 year. Nobody will touch him. You have full support from me, but you need to perform. If you don't perform, you go out. So that's the thing. You have to make tough decisions. Why? If you don't make tough decisions, things will not work. Why today other teams are doing so well? Why Indian team is doing so well? They had a Rahul Dravid who worked with the team very well. Now they have Gautam Gambhir. Fantastic cricketer, fantastic guy. The way he reacts, he tells on the face. He doesn't go back and do backbiting. He's on the face straight away. That is how you have to be. You have to be strong, and like a strong person, you have to make the decision on the face, not at the back.
So yes, Danish pinpointed what exactly are the problems with the PCB, the Pakistan cricket team, and why it's seeing such a low right now in Pakistan cricket-wise. Danish was absolutely candid in this session with us on Republic World. I would only like to say thank you to Danish. Danish, thank you so much for joining us in this session.
Thank you very much. Jai Shri Ram to everyone.